everybody, welcome back to another fantastic video. Mine's carrying out. Welcome back. So it's the 14th of June. I kind of lost count when this will be released. It gets released. So we've got one more roll of film to shoot. We don't know if we'll be shooting anything. So yeah, we've got one more roll of Kodak Color Plus. We won't be shooting it, I don't think, in the Mz-60, as we probably be going home, because it's the 14th of June and it's home time. So either we'll shoot it or we don't. Then it'll probably go over to Cleethorpes. But if we don't shoot it today, then yeah, it will go to Cleethorpes. So I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to actually show me putting it in the camera, because I'm not 100% sure if I'll be shooting it today. But yeah, all the other film been shot and be sent to the lab the next coming few months. I'd love to see what Color Plus looks like, because all we've done is seen original Wolfen and gold. We haven't seen any Color Plus yet on the channel, but we have shot quite a few, so now we will see the pictures at some point, because at the end of this month we'll be sending the 2 original Wolfen films off. Then beginning of this month, which we're seeing this videos in January, well, July, you'll be seeing the Kodak Gold. At the end, I'm pretty sure I'll be sending Ilford. So Color Plus hopefully should be around August, September time, by the time I see these images on these rolls. I know it's a slow process, but it is what it is. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we shoot this roll yet, so due back in if things do change on the 14th of July, 14th of June, not July, even though you're probably seeing this on the 22nd, yeah, at the end of July probably. But if you are, right after this video, if we do shoot this roll, we'll be archiving the negatives that we just sent off at the beginning, well, at the end of May, of the 2 Kodak Golds. So yeah, so we are back from the holiday. So as you can see, we have our 3 rolls of original Wolfen. These were shot during the holiday, not in the most optimal conditions, as it was quite cloudy that week. Well, the 9th, which was the Monday. It was just a bit meh. But I know it's a bit weird to see original Wolfen film on an episode of archiving the negatives for Kodak Gold. Yes, I understand that's kind of a bit weird, but you know, we need to get these sent off, and you know, it's good to put them in at least one of the episodes, because just to tell you that I'm back, at least it's keeping the continuation of what's going on. So these will be sent off to the lab. Hopefully keeping things secure. Backwards, so eventually that will be sent off as well. So anyway, I'll send these off, and next time you see me on camera, we'll be talking about the negatives. Well, the ones that I will be getting at some point. Right, so welcome back. It is roll 2 of Kodak Gold. Here is the negatives. I have to try and figure out what roll 2 is, or was. So these are the negs from the Pentax Mz-60, which isn't too bad. I need to try and figure out what roll 2 was, which I think was the hull, I believe, if I remember. Yeah, I think it was the hull, roll 2. Which isn't too bad. So I believe roll 2 was hull, if I remember from previous episodes. Let's go to hull, shall we, and archive that into roll 2, which is said. But before we do that, I want to talk about so we are back off the holiday, which is nice. Of course, I had to buy some extra film, which you can see here, more colour plus, which of course this is Kodak Gold, but we got some colour plus, which will be in the Mz-60, and some Ilford Delta black and white film, because we shot a lot of that over the holiday, so that's pretty cool. We're going to see some of that later. So like I said, we believe that hull is roll 2. So if we get my negatives, so these are the negs that we've done so far, or got sent off so far, because, you know, problems. So yeah, so we are archiving roll 2. Yep, roll 2 is hull, which is what I had suspicion. So here is hull, the 10th for the 5th. Of course there was another 10th for the 5th which was shot with Ilford Delta. So here it is, roll 2. Kind of cool. So we're gonna try transfer these into these and put them. So yeah, now you only be seeing the top half of this as it's quite warm. So we sent this off at the beginning, well, the end of May. So it's like almost the end of June. So yeah, not too bad. I can be a bit rough for the leader, but once it comes to the pictures, we don't want to be too rough. Is Hull. Of course, that bit will be the one of the boxes once we put it in. But the 10th and the 5th, great seeing them. We've got bits of issues, like for some strange reason this is blacked out, which we don't know if it was because of the lens hood on the 2890 that you see here. Of course, I don't have a light table, so you're not really seeing the negatives as it is. So you're not really seeing the negs. It's just blank sheet you're basically seeing. Yeah. But I can see some of the images, just a tad, but nothing will be great enough to just see the negs in its entirety if I had a light table, which I don't. Damn, it's warm today. But hope you enjoyed the holiday, though. Hope Hope you enjoyed them. By the time you're watching this, you've probably seen them all. So we're back. Of course, you've seen me send the black and white film off. The original Wolfram. And then we've got some Colour Plus and some Ilford Delta, which will replace the ones that we were shooting the entirety of the holiday. And on the 28th of June, which is coming up, we will be shooting this. So you'll see that in the vlogs. But yeah, I love the holiday. Love to eventually see those videos, all those photos. There's actually hilariously more hull, even though technically we only used it once for the Colour Ilford Delta roll, because, well, we shot buildings that we didn't shoot during this day. Well, to be honest, we've still got the black and white film to see. But, yeah. Right, so the next episode after this will be roll 3, which we shot in Meadowhall. So, that's next episode. That was a brilliant episode. So, while we wait for that, let's pop this into here. And there we have it. That is, so of course we will have the tab. So yeah, so that will be where the tab is, which I've noticed that even though I shot this in broad daylight, sort of, it's a little bit different. The leader going in, which is interesting. But we do have more pictures though, which is nice than what we usually end up with. So slightly more. Because we did have a malfunction, technically, so... Actually, we didn't malfunction during this one, but... That's that. So, the next episode will be the Meadowhall, which is this roll, I think. Oh, you don't want to expose that. So I believe this is the Meadowhall one. No, it isn't. That is Doncaster. That's the Meadowhall roll. So that is the next episode. So we're not going to talk about that one in this one. So we are going to be going the Meadowhall roll in the next episode. You can tell that we had a malfunction. Anyway, that is it for this episode. So, of course, we've got more Kodak gold that will be archiving in the next episode. Plus, we will be going into... There'll be some more vlogs of the Colour Plus and the Ilford Delta series. Finishing them off. There'll be exciting new episodes coming. And then of course we will have to show you the real photos from these rolls. And of course archiving them into the series. But before that, we've got original Wolfram coming. the ending of that, and then the final episodes of the Gold, which I kind of can't wait for. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.